Hello and welcome back to another breaking news update. My name is Jimmy Boyd and you are watching Boyd News. I want to thank you so much for tuning in today. I've got some major breaking news for you. Looks like last night the U.S. military have conducted multiple airstrikes inside Iraq, and they have been targeting these Iranian-backed militias, the Kataib Hezbollah. Okay, so this just happened last night, breaking news. And as you can see here on the screen, this is the Al-AsadAirbase inside of Iraq that was attacked just 3 days ago. This is a U.S. military airbase, and multiple troops there were injured, and it was a really bad attack. So in response to this attack, the U.S. has conducted airstrikes inside of Iraq. So I've got this press release here from CENTCOM, U.S. Central Command. Let's go over this real quick. January 23rd, 2024, U.S. forces strike Kataib Hezbollah capabilities in Iraq. In response to attacks by the Iranian-backed militia group Kataib Hezbollah, including the attack on Al-AsadAirbase in western Iraq on January 20th, on January 24th at 12:15 a.m., U.S. CENTCOM forces conducted unilateral airstrikes against 3 facilities used by Iranian-backed Kataib Hezbollah militia group and other Iran-affiliated groups in Iraq. These strikes targeted the Kataib Hezbollah headquarters, storage, and training locations for rocket, missile, and one-way attack UAV capabilities. So this looks a lot like what we're seeing going on down in Yemen, where they're targeting specific locations to degrade their ability to attack. So clearly this is what they're trying to do. The U.S. is trying to degrade the Kataib Hezbollah group, degrade their ability to attack the U.S. because we've had multiple attacks on these air bases inside of Iraq, and the U.S. is trying to put an end to that. So, yeah, very, very crazy what's happening here. I've also got some footage here to show you. This is from apparently some of the attacks inside of Iraq. So let's go ahead and take a look here real quick. You guys can check this out. So there you go. Yeah, as far as I know, these attacks were inside of Iraq just last night, and we targeted multiple locations in Iraq. So yeah, pretty crazy what's going on here. If you see this guy seems very worried and very, very scared to see these explosions are almost landing right in front of him. You can see right there, actually. Look at that. You can see the fire right there. You can see the fire. That doesn't look too far away because even the sparks are flying over here, and this guy must be so frightened. Absolutely insane. I've also got another video here I want you to see. Let's see. Let me get this up real quick. You guys can check this one out. This is some more explosions going on inside of Iraq. There you go. Let's see this one.
مش قوي.
So there you go, guys. I mean, check that out. Once again, another massive explosion right here. And again, these are in response to those attacks that were happening at the Al-AsadAirbase in Iraq. Okay, and to me, this is a big deal because I keep telling everybody and warning all of you that this war is expanding over here in the Middle East. And the Pentagon is coming out and stating that they are not at war with any of these militias. They're not at war with the Houthis or Hezbollah or even Kataib Hezbollah or Iran or anybody. We're not at war with anyone, but we are continuing these airstrikes, and these are supposedly in defense of our troops, and I get that. But this war is definitely expanding, and you know, if you look at this with your own eyes, these rockets being launched back and forth, this is a war that is building up, and it's building up to be a larger and larger war as we move forward. And hopefully this doesn't turn into all-out war, or it's going to get really nasty. So let's go ahead and check this out too. We've got an article here. U.S. carries out airstrikes on Iranian-backed militias in Iraq. The U.S. carried out airstrikes in Iraq targeting facilities used by Iranian-backed militias in the country on Tuesday, following repeated attacks on U.S. forces. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin announced in a statement. The strikes targeted 3 facilities used by Iranian-backed Kataib, Hezbollah, and other Tehran-affiliated groups in Iraq. Austin said in a statement that the strikes are in direct response to a series of escalatory attacks against the U.S. coalition personnel in Iraq and Syria by Iranian-backed militia groups. So this is what he's talking about, those attacks on the Al-AsadAirbase. These are in response to that. U.S. Central Command also released a statement on Tuesday saying U.S. forces conducted unilateral airstrikes targeting Kataib headquarters, storage and training locations for rocket, missile, and one-way attack UAV capabilities. According to a U.S. defense official, the strikes were carried out in 2 sites in western Iraq, including Al-Qaim near the Syrian border, as well as Jurf al-Sakar south of Baghdad. I am grateful for both the skill and professionalism with which our personnel planned and conducted these strikes, and the continued effort of our troops on the ground as they work with regional partners to further dismantle and degrade ISIS, Austin said in Tuesday's statement. The President and I will not hesitate to take necessary action to defend them in our interests. We do not seek to escalate the conflict in the region. I noticed that everybody keeps saying this. We do not seek to escalate, but this is already escalating because we get these attacks. We will go and attack, just yesterday. But in a few days from now, these groups will they'll regroup and regather their missiles and launch them at the Al-Assad air bases again, or some other air base, and attack more troops. And then we'll go ahead and attack again. So I think they are trying to not escalate, but at the same time, by firing back, we are escalating. So there's really no getting out of this. We're stuck in this now. We are fully prepared to take further measures to protect our people and our facilities. We call on these groups and their Iranian sponsors to immediately cease these attacks, Austin added. At least 1 Kataib Hezbollah fighter was killed and 2 were injured following the U.S. airstrikes, according to a statement from Popular Mobilization Front Operation Command. Jafar al-Husseini, the military spokesman for Kataib Hezbollah, wrote on X that the group will continue to strike the strongholds of the enemies in support of our people in Gaza until the brutal killing machine backed by America stops and the complete siege is lifted. This is the promise of the free people. So this group now is coming out and saying they're going to continue their attacks on our troops until the war in Gaza ends. So it's only going to continue. As I've been saying, we're going to continue to see this, and it's going to get worse and worse as we keep going on. So I hope you're all ready for it. It's going to continue to escalate. Here's another article. Iraq condemns irresponsible U.S. airstrikes on Iran-backed groups. The Iraqi government has strongly condemned U.S. strikes which target sites used by Iranian-backed groups in Iraq on Wednesday. Spokesperson for Iraqi Prime Minister Mohammed Shia al-Sudani said they blatantly violated the country's sovereignty. That's a big one right there. Here we go, another country saying that their sovereignty has been violated. The U.S. said its proportionate attacks had targeted Iran-affiliated groups. U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin said the strikes on 3 facilities belonging to the Kataib Hezbollah militia and other groups were in direct response to a series of escalatory attacks against U.S. and other international forces in Iraq and Syria. So now we've got Iraq coming out, and they're not happy. They're calling the U.S. strikes irresponsible. Okay, and a direct violation of their sovereignty. Here's one video too. I just want you guys to see this, what happened here. These is like a video of the Patriot missile system at the Al-AsadAirbase that was intercepting majority of these rockets that were trying to come into the Al-AsadAirbase. I think it's kind of interesting. You guys should check this out. Take a look and let me know what you think down in the comments. Pretty cool to see this thing in action. So let's see.
Incoming. That's the good news.
right, so yeah, as you can see here, that that U.S. troop that's right here recording this, he seems to be pretty scared when that rocket goes off. But there you go. You can see the missile going up and targeting that other missile coming in to attack the base, and that Patriot missile just goes ahead and takes it out. That's kind of cool. Yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Go ahead and comment what you think about that Patriot missile system, but that's pretty sweet. So yeah, there you go, guys. Pretty crazy what's happening. But that's going to be the latest down here. I also wanted to kind of update you real quick on the Houthi situation down in Yemen. So it looks like as well at 2:30 a.m. we had more strikes on the Houthis. And I've been saying too that's going to continue down there, and they're just going to keep doing that back and forth. The Houthis will keep lobbing missiles at the Red Sea, and the U.S. will keep striking them. So it looks like we had our 9th strike on the Houthis again, just as of last night. So pretty crazy what's happening. Everybody keep tabs on this and pay attention to what's going on, because this war over there is escalating more and more every single day. I'll keep you all updated. If anything else comes out, I'll let you know right away. Appreciate you being here today. You guys have a good day. Thank you so much. Take care and God bless.